Hello, so we're here. We have a raccoon problem in Brooklyn. So today what we're going to do is install these spikes that would hopefully prevent them from climbing up on the garage. So my dad will do the honors. So this is the garage, and you can see we have grapes. Every year we get a nice batch of grapes for the summer. However, every year the squirrels will come in and eat all my grapes, and they'll end up on the floor. So one of the things we try to do was we try to capture them. As you can see, there's a trap up there, but that's not a good solution because we have to let them out somewhere else, and we have to take them, and they're wild, and they can get nasty. So today we're going to try to install the spikes. And there's my dad, and he's going to try to install them. So I went ahead and I bought the birds off, keep the birds off spikes. And these are 1 foot strips, and these are 6-foot strips. So we're going to attach them. We also bought some glue, Gorilla Glue. And you can also see here, you can use nails to screw them in, sorry. These holes are for nails. Or you can attach them with wire, metal wire. So one of the things we're going to do today is, you can see here there is a wall and there is that pipe there. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach these spikes with some wire, metal wire, because that's easier. And then we're going to either glue or screw in the rest on top of the garage. Alright, and we'll be right back so I can show you the process. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to position it. Well, you can see this up there. Oh, I may have to go up there and hold it, but for now, position it so when they try to climb off the wall there, they'll get spikes and they won't be able to set their foot there. So we'll put it with metal wires. And it should hold securely with the wires, so we don't need to glue. There he's cutting off the excess wire. It's a tedious process, but it should work. And you know, a tedious process in order to save grapes from the summer, I think it's a good deal. So we'll continue to do that. Okay. Make sure that it's secure. Attach a second metal wire. I can tell you those spikes are pointy, so the raccoon should not be able to step up on them in order to move across that that pipe that's there. What we're going to attempt to do is we're going to put the spikes, the 6-foot spikes, to the pipe, because we think that they step off the garage roof onto the pipe and then they climb into the grapes. So we're going to do that. We're going to lay them across the pipe and we'll see what happens. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so now we come to the 4th part. We attached 4 panels, and now we come to this issue here. So we have another pipe sticking out this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some of these spikes across this pipe right here, because they are a crafty little creature. Okay, so now we're going to remove the trap that we put up there. So hopefully we don't need it anymore to capture the raccoons. Now I have seen 1 mother and 4 babies running around on top of the garage. So that's just way too many to try to capture. And they are mean, so you have to be really careful. So let's see if you can see that. Okay, we'll remove the trap, and then we'll come back to install some more spikes. So I just wanted to show you guys, we used a squirrel trap to capture the raccoons. We were able to capture a few last year, and then we took them to the park. We drove out to the park and released them. We also caught a few possums, if you can believe that, in New York City. But I just wanted to show you, see, we just use a regular squirrel trap. And we caught a squirrel or two on these things too. You can see there is some peanuts in there. Alright, we'll continue with the installation. Alright, so now we're going to put the spike on the horizontal pipe here so that they can't step across, because they can easily get off the garage and then just step on that pipe right there. As you can see, we put them across, and we're going to also cover that extra pipe there going vertical right there so they can't climb on. Now I think before I said there were 6 feet each. These are 2 feet each, and there are 12 panels, so it covers 24 feet. Our garage is 20, so hopefully we have enough, and we do actually. 24 minus 20 gives us 4 extra. Okay, here we are at the corner. And make sure not to space them too much, because they are crafty animals and they will try to put their foot across into that spot. So here we are at the corner. Again, we'll put one more panel going across and then diagonal here on this pipe. Okay, so we are back. My dad has completed installing all the panels across and even here at the corner. I told him maybe we need to add a little more there in that space, because I'm not sure how far raccoons can jump or stretch. So maybe we need to add another panel here so we can cover that area. Alright, so we've covered all of it. Look at that, beautiful job. We also covered this here diagonal. I'm going to also instruct my dad, maybe he needs to put another one here on this second pole, just in case, because yes, they can step over and maybe get onto that pole and get into the grapes. Alright, let's continue. Oh, look at that, beautiful job. Alright, so now we're preparing the Gorilla Glue. Okay, so this is a close-up of us putting the glue. Now remember, this is Gorilla Glue, so you don't need to put on too much. A few dabs will do ya. Now again, you can use nails because you see the holes are there, but we choose to put the glue. There we go. Alright, we'll take this and we'll put this on top of the garage. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, so I just wanted to give you a close-up of, we glued it to the top of the garage here. And you can see the gutter here. So it's a little bit above so they can step, hopefully not step across in order to get here. So we'll continue putting it on top of the garage. Alright, we're just adding a little more glue. We didn't put enough on the first panel. We want to make sure that holds steady and secure. Otherwise they'll just knock it over and we'll have to start all over again. So we are our last corner. Oops, sorry. I asked them to cover that corner because I think again that they're very smart creatures and they will just be able to lean across and get on to that second pipe here. So we're just going to make that a bit impossible. Again, I don't know if raccoons can jump, and if anybody does know and can tell me, please add it in the comments. Okay, so we completed the job. I'll start from this corner. See, we put them all on the bars. I'm sorry, on that pipe, sorry. And we put some here, which is closer. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to go up there, but we put some here, which is closer to the grapes, so they're not able to either jump or stretch. And we put it on this pipe here, going across. And finally, we did the entire length of the garage. And right here, so they cannot come off the wall, get on top of the pipe, and then scramble across. Okay, so let me just come with me. We'll get on the ladder, and we'll check what the roof looks like. All right, as you can see, glued it down. There's a little bit of space between, but I do not think they can get through. And even if they do step, they'll step on the gutter, and then they won't be able to step on the pipe. All right, and then maybe I'll do an update and let you know what happens. It's going to be a long night tonight. I tell you that. I'm going to keep an eye out for them. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us, and thanks, Dad, for doing all the hard work.